Okay, I rebranded, and I've said this multiple times. But what does that even mean? Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome to J Design Studio. I am Jayashree, and in today's video, I'll be talking about why I rebranded, how I did it, and how it benefited my business, and so on. Side note, if you guys are here just to see the before and after reveal of this video, I'd suggest you guys skip to this portion of the timestamp so that I could save some of your time. But if you guys are seriously interested in learning how you can apply the same tactics for your own business, I'd suggest you stick around, do not skip this video, and also take out a pen and a paper. This is going to be a free masterclass that I'm offering, and also somehow putting myself out of business for you. So the least you guys could do is subscribe, do you think? Thank you. Let's begin with why. Why did I rebrand my business? I have mentioned this briefly in my previous video as well. I was not attracting the right kind of clients that I wanted to attract for my business. And I think that's good enough reason for me to rebrand alone. I did have a few more reasons, but I think that's good enough. I wish to attract so many entrepreneurs in lifestyle businesses such as business coaches, authors, speakers. They could also be product business owners like skincare brand owners, cafe plus library owners. That would be really cool. They could be like a coffee brand CEO. They could even own like a boutique or a nail salon. And boss babes, if you're watching this and if you need branding, I got you covered. Call me. You know what I mean? Anyways, in order to appeal to these goddesses that I just mentioned, I needed to look the part. My brand had to be basically a lady magnet. You know what I mean? And all I wanted for my brand to do is that they see it and they just slide into my DMs all day long. What a dream, right? And that is why I rebranded. But also, my visual identity sucked. It was too plain, it was too boring, and had no personality. I was playing so safe with my visual identity that I was not speaking to anyone in particular at all. And that, my friend, is a big sin in branding, okay? I hated my brand colors, copy, and fonts, and I knew that they needed some sprucing up. So with both of these reasons sitting on my shoulder, I started my rebrand journey. But I did not directly sit into designing it. No. It was time for a discovery session. I applied the exact same technique that I apply for all my clients' branding, and this was a big revelation for me, which is that writing down precisely who my ideal customer is, where does she work, what kind of income she makes, where does she hang out, what are her likes, what are her dislikes, what kind of pain points she deals with in her business. Everything in one paper gave me precisely what I needed to learn. So I sat down to write a content strategy on how I would approach her, how I would pitch to her, what that would look like, how I would communicate with this particular ideal client, and that eventually led me to my color palette. I loved this color palette, and I knew that it is so perfect that it would immediately be very, very attractive to my ideal client. The green and yellow from my previous color palette also remained, not just for sentimental reasons, but they fit in so well with my new color palette. I loved it. For typography, I had fallen in love with this font called Go Bold, which had so many variations, and even though it has no lowercase, no sentence case whatsoever, it worked so very well with my brand. It's bold, it had a premium look to it. I would have been able to play around with it however I wanted. And if you have seen my work recently, any of my social media posts or LinkedIn content or carousels, you would have noticed that I use this font left, right, and center, and it has proven to be the most beautiful typographic experiment that I have done. I love it.
I also use ringside extra wide font when I'm trying to create a poster like this, and it just fits perfectly into the design when I need to add more words. My previous typographic set was one of the things that bothered me big time, and I'm super relieved and happy about this upgrade.
I do still use Avenir for my longer copy, so yeah, chill, relax. I still got a little bit of that older brand's font touch into my newer branding. I somehow weaved it in here. Why did I do that dance? Okay, the brand pattern is not something that I intended to create because I did not want to limit my brand visuals to a particular type of pattern. I felt like if I had included a specific pattern to my brand's visual identity, it'll be very limiting for the way I would experiment with my visual. So I did not want to create a brand pattern at all. But eventually eventually I came across my new phone case which had this check pattern, and I instantly felt like this is something that is so flexible yet so simple, and I wanted to try it out. So I tried applying this to my YouTube's end card and also my social tile on my website, and this is what it looked like. And I thought it had some sort of personality to it, and I really liked it. It had a little hint of vintage at the same time, modern, geometric and minimalistic look. I still think that it has a lot of potential on how I can play around with it. So I really love this pattern. So as I talk about my YouTube end card, I think we are venturing into brand collateral. So what is brand collateral? Any brand touch point that your audience or your customer interacts with is your brand collateral. So if you ask me, if you're the face of the brand, I would also argue that you are also the brand collateral. But that's an argument for some another day. Anyways, as a creative business owner, what are the brand collaterals that I needed to take into consideration? Here's a list. Screenshot it if you need it. And now you will see how I designed them all. Let's roll some B-roll.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.
Now, last but not the least, how did this impact my business? I am so glad to tell you guys that more than 90% of the inquiries that I get are from women-owned businesses, and it is so amazing to interact with them all. And not just that, I am able to interact so easily with my ideal audience on social media platforms through my content. I rebranded so hard that my content is bubbling with my brand voice. It is so easy to network with women entrepreneurs. It is so easy to just create content for them. It's almost like I know exactly how to speak to them, how to interact with them, and there is no questions on, oh, what kind of content I should write, what is so useful for them, what is valuable for them. It is not a problem for me anymore at all. Okay, side note, this video is not like a brand launch at all. I have already launched my brand. I've done a soft launch, like I've already introduced my brand collateral into my business. This is just to showcase you guys how I actually implemented it in my business, and it is actually working out. I'm not just using this brand identity to just showcase that this is how I would do it, but I've already done it and it is actually reaping benefits. Everything is already out there, so you guys can take a look at them in its live and thriving form. Anyways, of all the things that I created, the photo shoot and my website design were the most time consuming, but they came out so good, I cannot hype them enough. If you want to learn how I created my photo shoot, you should check out this video. The link is in the description below. And if you want to learn how to create an engaging website for your ideal customer, please subscribe to this channel because that will be my next long form video. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.